Hi, welcome to DappBlocks. In this video, we will learn web3.py. If you are new on the channel, my name is Himmat. Here we learn all fundamental concepts and practical development of blockchain technologies. So if this is something helpful to you, then press the like button and subscribe to the channel. Let's get started. Prerequisite. First, Python. Install Python latest version. You can download it from python.org. Second, package installer pip. Pip is a utility to manage package installations from command line. If you have installed Python 3, then it is installed pip by default. If not, then you need to install it. You can check pip installed or not by using command pip ---- version. Third, web3.py. Use command pip install web3 to install the web3.py library. web3.py is a Python library used to interact with Ethereum blockchain, which includes creating Ethereum transaction, smart contract deployment, and interact with the smart contract by reading and writing data, etc. Fourth, HTTP RPC URL. Sign up to the Impero.io, create a project and get HTTP RPC URL by selecting testnet or mainnet endpoint. RPC URL is used to connect to the blockchain. In our previous videos, we have covered how to create this config.ini, how to connect our script to the blockchain, then how to run some basic functions. Also, we have covered how to transfer ETH from one account to another account. We have covered how to transfer ERC20 from one account to another account and how to interact with the any smart contract. In this video, we'll cover Uniswap swap method, swap functions. So let's write this function Uniswap swap function. So here we'll use the Uniswap router, connect to the Uniswap router and run the methods. So this swap ETH for tokens, let's consider this method on Uniswap. Def function name. Okay. So what we need the Uniswap router first, or the router address. So router address equal to router or the contract address, Uniswap contract address. So go to the Etherscan, and this is the Uniswap address, router address. Copy this. You can go to the contract and check this is the Uniswap v2 router. Okay, so copy this address and paste it here. Then we need the router ABI, router underscore ABI equal to go to the Etherscan, and if you go to the contract, just go down. Here you will find the source code, and below that you will find this contract ABI. Just copy this contract ABI and paste it here. Okay, then we need to create the router contract where we can execute the functions or methods. So router contract equal to W3. W3 is a Web3 connection to the blockchain. W3.eth.contract, and then we need to pass router address and the router ABI. So first parameter is the router address, then ABI equal to router ABI. So with the help of this router contract, we'll run the functions or execute the functions. So let's write the transaction, swap transaction. Let's call it swap transaction. Change the indentation. Okay. Here we need to use the router contract. So if you see the smart contract, here you will find all the methods like add liquidity, then remove liquidity. Likewise, we have all the functions available in the Uniswap router too. So we will use any of this if you see this swap token to exact token, then we have the swap ETH for tokens. So we'll use this function swap exact ETH for the tokens in this tutorial or in this video. So similarly, you can use any of this method and provide the appropriate parameters to that method. So here write router contract, and the address router contract dot functions dot swap exact ETH for tokens. So this is the method. Now we need to pass the parameters to this method. So again, you can go to the Etherscan and get all those parameters, required parameters, and we'll set the value for these parameters. First copy this, so see we have the 4 parameters. First is amount out minimum, then the path, then to address, then the deadline. So amount out mean we can set 0, so we can expect 0 tokens for given ETH. So here path, in the path we should have the width, that is wrapped ETH, and the token address. Since we are using this swap ETH for the token, then this path should be width and token. If we use token for the token or token for the ETH, then we have to change this appropriately. So let's get this width address. Let's go to the Etherscan. So ideally we should get all these addresses or the ABI from the config.ini. Meantime, I am adding this here as a hard coded. You should add this in the config.ini and paste that from there. Just copy this wrapped ETH address. This is the contract address for the wrapped ETH. Copy that and paste it here. Then we need the token address. Which token will going to receive in the exchange of ETH. So this is the token address. We have this DappBlocks token. We have created this DappBlock. So copy that address and paste it here. So in the path we should pass the with address, then token address. With address and the token address. Okay. Then we have the to address. This is nothing but the account or the wallet address. Here this is the account address. Then the deadline. So this we should pass in the epoch time. This is one model time.time. This will return as the current epoch time. Just go up and see import time is there. Okay. Just come down and we need to convert this to the int first, integer. Then we need to add time to the current time as a deadline. So let's say current time and plus say 20 minutes. Okay, so we need to add the 20 minutes as a deadline to this particular transaction. So plus 60 into 20, that is 16 seconds and 20 minutes. Okay, this will add to the current epoch time. So we have these 4 parameters. Then we need to build a transaction. We have to pass some additional parameters. So build transaction. And here we need to pass nouns, gas price. We'll see that. Let's change the indentation. Okay. So first we'll pass the nouns. let's go and get the nouns. So nouns equal to w3 dot eth dot get transaction count. Nouns is nothing but the transaction for number of transaction counts from the for that account. Nouns, then we need the gas. Let's say gas 20000. Okay, then the gas price w3 dot eth dot are we missing something, some comma or something? No, okay, let's write w3 dot eth dot gas price gas underscore price. Okay, then okay, okay, then we need the from address, from wallet address. This is the account, and then we need the value. Miss something. Okay, let's write the parameters. Value, then here value in ETH. So how many ETH we are going to convert to the tokens? So w3 dot to UI, and then we have to convert the ether into the UI format. So let's say 0.01 or O.1 comma, then this format is ether. Okay, I think we missed that comma. See over here, that's the okay. Token address with address, this is fine. It's also okay. Okay, fine. Now we need to sign this transaction and send the transaction to the blockchain. So this is swap ETH to tokens, ETH for tokens transaction. Then so let's sign this transaction and send. Sign transaction and send. Okay, so sign transaction equal to w3 dot eth dot account dot sign transaction. Then we need to pass the transaction and the private key. So this is our swap transaction, and we need to pass the private key. So private key we have fetched from the config.ini private key. Okay, then we need to send this transaction to the blockchain. Send transaction equal to w3 dot eth dot send raw transaction. Okay, here you need to pass this signed transaction dot raw transaction. Raw transaction. Okay, and this will return us the hash, transaction hash for this particular transaction. So here directly we can print that transaction hash. Okay. Print swap ETH for token transaction hash w3 dot 2 hex of send transaction. So send transaction is nothing but the transaction hash hex, then send transaction. Okay, so this will return the transaction hash. Let's save this file. Okay, and we are going to call this from the main. Okay, Uniswap sub function. Let's check one more time. Everything looks okay. Without address transaction. Okay, this looks okay. Now let's go to the terminal and run the script. Okay, now run python main.py. Python main.py. Okay, so this is the account address, and here we have this transaction hash for the swap transaction. Just copy that and go here, paste it. Okay, this transaction has added or transferred to the secondary node. Okay, it will take some time. Okay, this got added to this particular block. Okay, let's wait for a while. Meantime, you can see this from address, and this to address is the contract address or Uniswap address. You can check that, ending with 488D. It's already added to the block. It's just indexing, and if you see this testnet will be deprecated soon, so Ethereum will be completely moving to the proof of work, from the proof of work to the proof of stake. So once we migrate to the proof of stake, then this testnet won't be available. We have to use those testnets. So that was the warning. So see this, we have received these many tokens for the exchange of 0.01 ETH, and if you go to the input data, you can decode the input data and you can check all the parameters. So here amount out, mean, then path, then we have the to address, and then the deadline in the epoch time. So current time plus 20 minutes, that is the transaction submitted time plus 20 minutes. Likewise, you can execute any of the functions from this contract, or also you can use any other decentralized exchange and run the functions, or connect to the contract and run the functions. So thank you for watching this video. Please like and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next video.